Tismalla.
I don't have any drops.
Every day we eat good. See what I did there? I'll see my way out.
No, I got you. Don't worry about it.
Every day we eat good. I still need money.
If y'all are not tapped in yet with the hood legend himself, Tismalla, hood legend, I don't know what to say, man. The most entertaining man out right now, bro. By far.
For sure.
Keith Lee food reviews are not topping his. So
no, he don't even review the food though. He just be eating it and making sounds.
That's all the review we need, man.
Mm.
I told he had in the last 2 days, literally the Popeyes chicken wrap came out yesterday. So within a 24-hour span, I've counted 2, 4, I think about 5 Popeyes wraps. That's how I know it's fire. It's gas.
Yeah,
I gotta try it.
See,
I'm not gonna hold y'all though. Who makes better TikTok videos, Tismalla or Stunner Sandy?
Oh man, real quick, shout out to Stunner Sandy.
I still need money.
Stunner Sandy is the reason why I have not jumped after that Knicks loss. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks may have taken an L, you feel me, to the Indiana Pacers, PU, but it's all good because Indiana does not have Stunner Sandy
at all.
You know what I'm saying? We got Stunner Sandy, we got Ice Spice. I need both of these women to join forces and really, you feel me, really do right by hip hop. That's what we need.
Well, I've been telling you about Stunner Sandy for a minute, and then out of nowhere, she just took off.
They the same thing.
No, Stunner Sandy got 2 advantages over Spices.
Word.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're right.
The Sandy.
Shout out.
I mean, they do kind of have the same swag a little bit, but it's
a little bit.
By same swag, do you mean no personality, just fire?
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Look, you can't have. You're not gonna find a perfect person. You know what I'm saying? Does Stunner Sandy look like she's a nigga to death? 100%. But
having a convo with her would definitely be hard, bro. Like I can already tell. I'll make a bunch of jokes and she'll just be like, "Oh yeah,
lockdown defender Kawhi Leonard." It's a good luck trying to get past that.
Bro, I just seen her smile for the first time right now.
Who's Stunner Sandy?
Yeah, bro. She don't even be smiling, fam.
She from East New York, man. Ain't nothing to smile about, bro. Grew up in Brownsville.
East New York. That's where Uncle Murder from.
Word. East New York.
That's how you know it's nothing but it's not good out there. I'll just say that.
Shout out to Stunner Sandy, man.
But
Stunner Sandy, come on the pod. Let's talk.
Please. I got a lot to say. Nah.
I still need money.
All right, y'all, check it out. We got 5 Patreon tiers, okay? We have the $1 tier, which is just $1. It's a donation. We have the $5 tier, which is audio and Discord access. We have the $10 tier, which gets you audio, video, Discord access, and a discount on merch. And the $20 tiers for the ballers. You get all of that, plus you get to be on one of the shows that's on the Patreon, all right? Subscribe to the Patreon today. Become a patron. I'm Eve, and I approve this message. We out.
The Black Announce Table.
Hi, weirdos.
Yes, sir. Black Announce Table Podcast. This is episode 398. You know what I'm saying? We got you covered. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Heard the music, talking, everything, wrestling. We got you covered. We're going to get into it, man. We have a couple of topics that we're going to get into. And, man, I'm looking at these notes that we got here for y'all. And I'm going to just read this off right here. Is TKO destroying WWE? That's how we starting it off. We're going to get right to it. We gave y'all Pusha T, Drake, So now we getting right into it, right into the mess, man. It's TKO destroying WWE.
It's the real Pusha T.
Hold on, I just got in.
TKO.
Oh my god, I was gonna make that my name just now.
Go ahead. I should change my name from Remy Pa to R Authentic.
Well, yeah,
Listen,
let's get
what-
into that too.
So who wrote that topic down? who's that? Was that KP's?
I can't remember. Let me see. Because I did
I'm
jot some things down in there.
I'm only curious because how do we think that TKO is ruining wrestling? Do we think it's ruining it because of the talent cuts? Do we think it's ruining it because of how WrestleMania got done dirty in New Orleans? Do we think they're ruining it because of ticket prices? Do we think it's being ruined because of the shows? Let's tackle all of these subtopics.
I wrote this down, and the releases don't got nothing to do with it. Look, releases are they're a part of every company, to be honest with you. In every company, wherever you work, somebody will get released. It's the nature of every business. You know what I'm saying? Releases aside, I'm looking at ticket prices. I'm looking at booking isn't a TKO thing, but I'm looking at ticket prices. I'm looking at WrestleMania. Yo, we we in New Orleans next year. Now it's New Orleans. We're not coming to y'all next year. We back in Vegas. I'm looking at Slim Jim slapped smack dab in the middle of the ring. I'm looking at Wingstop on the corner post, dude wipes and on the mats. You feel me? Everything is just slutted out for the brands. We slutting ourselves out for a check.
Mm-hmm.
Whores. What are we doing? You feel me? This isn't a wrestling that I love. The old man wouldn't do this. You know what I'm saying? And the old man loved him some bread, but some things are sacred.
You thinking that the old man wouldn't do that is,
brother, let me tell you something. The old man had deep reverence for the wrestling mat. This ring right here is sacred. Blood, sweat, and tears right here. You feel me? To slap a Slim Jim logo and dude wipes and Cash App and Minute Maid lemonade juice and
damn, we sat through a Mountain Dew black match.
Well, yeah, that was a little.
That's different though.
That's different. That's different. I'm with you. That's different.
Nigga, the whole arena was in black lights.
And that was like LA Knight and Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace.
Yeah. They try to make that a little thing.
Yeah.
They didn't whore out the wrestling ring.
Yes, they did.
The wrestling mat is sacred, brother.
Bro, I got a picture of me and all the boys drinking a Mountain Dew watching that match.
Bro, you know how Brock Lesnar had to fight to keep his sponsors on his shorts?
Jimmy John's.
Like,
no, but do you know why he fought for it?
Because Jimmy John's got great subs?
No, because Vince ain't get a piece of that. All of that was just Brock's money. It was, and Vince was like, "Yo, if you're gonna do that, I need a piece of that." And Brock was like, "Yo, if you need a piece of that, I won't come back."
You got it. My fault, OG.
I'm pretty sure if other wrestlers was offered that, Vince would have definitely, you know what I'm saying.
But I bring that up to say, is this the beginning of, are we going to see wrestlers with more wrestlers with Jimmy Johns on their ass? You know what I'm saying?
Y'all were clapping when Roman got Jordan.
That's an athletic brand, bro. I don't want to see Burger King on LA Knight's booty, bro.
No, it's not that. Didn't we just see a picture of him with the Slim Jim?
They should have put it on Jimmy.
Yeah, how did they?
What are y'all doing?
How did they not do the Slim Jimmy? Oh, maybe Ray Shremmerd would have sued them.
The Slim Jimmy, Slim Jimmy, where you at, boy?
Where's
Where
Ray
you-
Shremmer?
You ain't see that video of Slim Jimmy boxing? He knocked the dude out.
I thought he got knocked out.
Word, I
Oh,
definitely
he did?
think I knocked
Yeah,
out.
bro.
I gotta see. I just seen my son look like Butterbean, bro, with a baldy.
I see why Sway Lee don't talk to him no more.
Oh,
my
hands,
God.
man. Sway Lee's still trying to make another unforgettable.
He
Give it
did
up.
make another unforgettable.
It's been 8 years.
Yo, that Guatemala song was fire.
Yeah, only you and 13 other niggas like it.
That's because only me likes real music. All right, so Eve is not a fan of the advertising taking over wrestling.
It's too much, bro. Some things some things gotta be sacred, bro.
You guys want to know something funny though? I don't think that not a single person, not a single one of these advertising companies that put something in the wrestling ring, I don't think a single one of them has made $1 from a wrestling fan that saw that on the mat and went, you know what? I do want to hit up this lawyer.
Word, I should call Morgan & Morgan.
Yeah.
Wow.
I applied for Morgan & Morgan for their marketing position.
You did?
They immediately dubbed me within 10 minutes. I was like, damn.
That's crazy.
All right, Morgan. Now I know if I break my neck, I'm calling Barnes or Selena, whichever one's alive.
You need to call Top Dog Law.
No, I applied for them too. They dubbed me. It's Sammy the Bull. He dubbed me. I applied to all these lawyer shops in the last week and a half. All right, so Eve's not a fan of the advertising. Cody, what do you think that the TKO umbrella is ruining about wrestling?
Man, them ticket prices, man.
I was just about to say, don't forget.
But it's not them. I think it's everyone in general. Like, I think that there is a disconnect between the people who set the prices, the artists, and the consumers in every industry, whether it's music, sports, wrestling, movies. Y'all been to the movies lately?
No.
Fam, you go on a date to the movies, you spending $80. $80 on popcorn. I swear to God, on popcorn, the movie tickets, and drinks and stuff like that, snacks. And don't go to a dining movie theater. Don't go to a dining movie theater where you get your food. That's over $100 easy.
I still need money.
Right. So that's only to go to the movies. You go to a game, fam. $12 for a beer, $15 for a beer. If you want an out,
they already whacked you for $50 to park your car.
$50 to park your car. Minimum $100 on each ticket that you're getting. The food that costs probably $15 depending on what you get minimum, and then $20 for all of the alcoholic beverages. In what world is that a regular night out for anybody? Let alone more than one person.
Let me tell you, so if I take you to a baseball game, football game, basketball game, I really like you. Like, we go together after that.
Facts.
Dead ass. Now, let's talk about professional wrestling. I don't even know if wrestling is going out of their if they're going out of their way to appeal to kids. Like, doing a WrestleMania in Vegas 2 years in a row, is that appealing to kids? Have y'all been to Vegas as a kid? I went when I was 12. I was so bored. I went with my grandparents, and there was absolutely nothing to do with a kid.
They appealing to wherever they could get the money on.
Exactly.
Mania made the most money on, like OD. They said, word, y'all want to bring it back? More money on? Word? Bet. Scratch wherever it was about to be held. Sorry, New Orleans, we out. We going right back. And that's all it's about. They don't care, bro.
Yeah, and this is kind of why my point of why I brought it up. It's less about, and I get it. It's a business, and it's always the bottom line is always going to be the dollar. But at the same, something like this, the people got to get fed first. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't you can't keep doing things like this and expect it to just be sweet. You know what I'm saying? You can't just up ticket prices crazy and expect it to be sweet. You can't take away house shows, you feel me, and expect things to just be awesome. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta remember what y'all really doing it for. You know what I'm saying? The people that feed y'all is the people they keep the you feel me? They keep the lights on, bro.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
you know how much more like money they had to get to like take it away? They already made the announcement. Like they made everything was public. They had everything going. And then just take it away from people like that, bro. Like that was disgusting.
But
Yeah.
I'm also curious because yeah, have y'all seen that video of Ryan Coogler explaining why like Sinners wasn't in Mississippi?
Nah.
Like why? So the movie's based in Mississippi, but it wasn't filmed there. I think it was filmed in like Louisiana or something.
Mhm.
And he explained like the reason why is because when you're doing a production, there's only but so many tax breaks available and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So and there's only but so many resources. We all know that New Orleans has the resources because they just hosted the Super Bowl. But if the WWE is like, yo, Vegas is telling us if we host it over there, we don't got to pay no income tax on anything that we make over here. And New Orleans told us they could try. And now that we set it over there, maybe New Orleans was like, yeah, we can't give you out of tax breaks or whatever that we thought we could when we agreed to this. TKO is gonna do the moves where they're like, yo, fam, we going to Vegas till y'all figure it out. Y'all get our money in the bank and let us know how that goes.
See, that's messed up. That's on them. They supposed to figure that out. They supposed to been had that figured out. Like if y'all want to make an announcement so bad and have The Rock on TV and all this extra, y'all supposed to have
the first thing y'all got the money got to be organized first.
Yeah. I'm telling you, something like that had to have happened because you don't get the Rock announcing it personally. That's like to make somebody feel good about the decision that they made, whether it's like the governor of New Orleans or the mayor, whoever's like the decision makers. Because I've never seen nobody come out and go, yo, the next WrestleMania is going to be here. It's usually just a Twitter post. And then, they keep it moving. But for whatever reason, they had the Lil Wayne Rock remix, him come out, do the whole thing, everybody get hype, and then dip out.
So I feel like TKO is kind of sucking I don't want to say the life out of WWE, but for fake, the kind of the life and the joy, you feel me, out of WWE. The things that make WWE fun and the things that people love WWE for, they kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's little by little, it's like, damn TKO, another, you strike again. And I feel like we're going to see more and more of it. Look, the WWE, they're not going to fail. You feel me? WWE is like, it's the MLB, it's the NBA, NFL. You feel me? It's too big to fail. But I feel like we're gonna see a decline. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to a point where it's like, yo, it's a little crazy over here. You know what I'm saying? It's a little odd. Is all I'm gonna say.
I'm definitely with you. I'm starting to. Well, not
It's
just
starting to happen a little bit.
Yeah, we are starting to feel the effects of everything. To be honest with you, coming off of that topic, I think it's time we get into these releases that did happen.
Man.
Sarah Logan. We'll start with Sarah Logan. Her contract, what's Valhalla? Her contract is not going to be renewed. Carlito as well. His contract's not going to be renewed. And of course, the biggest one, R-Truth. His contract is not going to be renewed. They all went to social media, let us be known. Thoughts on this? This was shocking. I can say that for R-Truth.
Yeah, definitely. So let me tell you something. The Valhalla news didn't care. You feel me? I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Even Carlito, I was like, bro, honestly, you stayed longer than I thought you would. So shouts to you. But the R-Truth news surprised me because at first I thought it was a joke. I put it in the chat. I'm like, yo, it's June 1st. I'm thinking R-Truth tweeting this, and then he like, yo, April Fools, y'all. My fault. I'm thinking, oh, it's whimsical and all that. And Manny like, nah, it's for real. He's serious. And I was like, damn, son, like, I was gonna let go of R-Truth like that. You feel me? And I know we was on here, or mainly me. You feel me? I can't speak for y'all, but I'm on here like, yo, why is John Cena facing R-Truth? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? That ain't the point. You need people like R-Truth. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not R-Truth isn't the guy you look to for a 5-star match. He's not a workhorse. He's not like a super wrestler, nothing like that. Like that's not what you go to R-Truth for. R-Truth is the the epitome of a role player is R-Truth. You feel me? Everything you need a role player to do, R-Truth plays his role to a T. You need him to go out there and put a guy over, R-Truth will do that. You need him to go out there and get a young guy uh some reps and get him hot, cool, R-Truth will do that. You need a little comedy segment just to, you feel me, to lighten things up, R-Truth is your guy. He's a Swiss Army knife. Plays his role to a T, and you need people like that. You know what I'm saying? And for them to I guess kind of release him like that, I thought it was I don't know, I didn't really like it. You feel me? I feel like R-Truth kind of deserved a little bit more respect than to be, than to just get a phone call like, yo, we're not gonna re up your contract. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who does I don't want to say does as much as he does, but somebody who's gave us moment after moment, brings laughs, entertainment, brought smiles to the fans. People like that, they're real special, and the fans love them a lot. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do good by people like that, just to keep the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though we breaking up, we got to keep the relationship solid. So that's why I really like the R-Truth departure or release.
Manny, how you feel about it? Well, about all the releases at that.
I'm not gonna lie. I think we talked about this a couple pods ago, like a few pods ago, where I told you I was like, yo, there's a lot of people on that are signed to the WWE, and they reduced the house shows, they reduced the amount of matches you see on TV every week, they reduced the matches you see on the PLE. I'm like, at some point, somebody somewhere is gonna go, why do we have all these people? They, like we said, we saw the numbers for what they did last year, and they either operated at a loss or they broke even on the year, and that was like the most money they've ever made in a year. So, after the R-Truth news, I was like, you know what? Let me check the SmackDown and Raw rosters, and I just want to see like how many people are even on the fam. There's like almost 300 people on these damn rosters. There's gonna be more releases coming. There's no way that there's not. But I think that they're just, and I don't want to say getting rid of, because it's not like they fired anybody. They just didn't renew, their contracts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I think this is the best thing that they could have done in this situation, because everybody knows R-Truth is gonna be alright. He's gonna sign somewhere easily, and then after he's done doing all of that, probably get himself a nice little Legends contract with the WWE, because he's good for the promos, the random little run-ins and stuff like that. He can have like a Ron Simmons type of role or something, in the future. But having R-Truth as a full-on talent and paying him, whatever they were paying him, probably didn't make sense, because it's like, yo, he's 50-something years old. We have a bunch of 20-something-year-olds that still need to develop, and they don't get screen time because we have confidence in the people who have been doing it for 30 years. And at some point, these 20-something-year-olds and 30-something-year-olds, they got to be ready for TV. And how are they going to be ready if they're not on TV, because we keep putting all these other people on there?
And okay, to that, yes, we have these young people who need to get ready for TV, but they also need to be ready for the ring. They need to be in ring. They gotta cut their teeth.
Mhm.
Why would you let go of somebody who could who else is gonna go out there and put these young people over?
If you think R-Truth is the only person that can do that, then NXT is a complete failure. And everything that's been happening is a complete failure, and we're just wasting all our money
I'm
doing all
not
these
saying
things.
he's the only person, but who else?
No, I'm saying like people
That's a
like
good point, man.
liking R-Truth, like whether it's I don't know who to name specific, because I don't want to say like the Miz, because obviously I think we all
Was it
agree
like
that
Sean Spears or somebody?
yeah, like just people who have just been around and then they're just in the squash matches and then we don't see them and they're always like at the house shows putting on a 15-minute match instead of a squash match or something like that. But I don't want to say I'm indifferent to these people getting released, but I think there's a reason for all these things. And at some point, TKO realized, we have too many people on here, and we were just trying to keep all the talent that we could so they wouldn't go to AEW. And now we're looking and we're like, we got all these people we don't even do nothing with. But Cody, what do you think?
Yeah, Manny, I ain't gonna lie, you made some good points. I didn't expect you to take that side of the argument, but you made some great points. I can't lie. How I felt about it, I set for the Valhalla, Sarah Logan, like Eve said, we could, what I'm saying, that's an easy one right there.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing much anyway, and they rebranded the War Raiders and everything, left up behind. That's cool. Carlito, the Elite Man. Yes, my guy, Carlitos. He turned the pop into 2 years of checks. I'll salute you. He wasn't doing nothing but showing up, eating apples, and cutting jokes.
You're playing 2K.
And playing 2K. Like, that's a win. Shot like, look, he knew it wasn't gonna last forever. He got 2 years in. Salute. That's a real one right there. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. Cool. R-Truth as well. If Vince was here, R-Truth would be a lifer easily. Like we heard the stories, Vince and R-Truth, how much he loves R-Truth.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the most important part of this whole thing is just how much he's loved, not just by the audience, but like his peers and his coworkers and everything like that. You seen the messages and the tweets and everything. So that is sad, but again, to Manny's point, to where Truth is probably the oldest active member, was the oldest active member on the roster. And it's just like, that's a part of it. But my thing is like, do we have another person that can take his spot? You know what I'm saying? Who can come in there and be a R-Truth? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I think if we pulled up the rosters, we could find other talent that can be in that spot or can have the opportunity at some point to be that role of like enhancement talent, I guess you want to call it, like somebody who's always putting people over.
I wouldn't even I think R-Truth is way much more than just enhancement talent.
I only say enhancement, like somebody who's there to make other people look better, not a squash match delegated person.
No, he's like, he provides comedic relief to the show. Like, it's just it's R-Truth. Like, that part of the show. Like, we have so much, like, you can make anybody enhancement talent. Like the Miz right now. And it's been rumors about the Miz. They saying he next up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all seen where he removed all WWE references and stuff from his social medias and all of that.
Yeah.
But it's anyone can just be enhancement talent, but where R-Truth brings to those shows, like the comedic relief and everything, is just like,
I don't think you can replicate that, man.
Yeah, man. He's
Truth, but I don't think could be replicated.
Yeah,
I agree. I especially with like how funny he was. Like we had you all know all those moments like where I think it was like a battle royale or a Royal Rumble or whatever. He puts the ladder in the ring, tries to climb it to go for it's things like that. But also, like, this is why I hate what AEW has done. because now, before AEW, you know, people could go down like what Cody did. He went to TNA for a little bit. Then he went to PWG, went to New Japan. There was like a little indie scene where you could still get your bread. It wasn't, you know, the most amount of money you can get, but there was many different options. Now AEW and WWE are just hoarding all the talent, and then they're like, you know what? When we can't find nothing for you, you're either gonna go back to the other company, or your career is basically finished, and you gotta do. I don't even know what an indie show looks like in 2025. But
you gotta crack a light tube over your head, man.
exactly, yeah, like so. This is why, like, fam, there needs to be like a revival of a PWG or something like that, because fam, WWE, and I made a list of like talent that I don't think necessarily have a spot in the WWE, and they would prosper way more in a PWG type of environment more than, you know, AEW per se. Because I think people going to AEW, it's over. Like there's never going to be any real hype behind that. Like R-Truth can go to AEW and be fine because people they just want to support R-Truth, because especially a lot of us grew up with him on TV and stuff like that. So, you know, but is it looking good for Valkyrie? I don't know. Is she gonna go to AEW or Ring of Honor and take over?
Relax. That's the name you come to?
Yeah.
I don't know who Valkyrie is.
Oh, not Valkyrie. What's her name? Sarah Logan.
Oh,
I thought you were talking about Lyra.
No, not Lyra. My fault. I meant Sarah Logan. You know,
she go where she at, man.
Valhalla. I forgot her name was Valhalla.
Yeah, I thought you was talking about something else. That's on me.
Nah. But like that's what I mean. Like the whole going to it's hilarious how before, like, you know, 3-4 years ago, it was, oh my god, this WWE talent's going to AEW. It's lit. And now it's shifted all the way back to everybody being hyped whenever somebody from AEW goes to WWE. It's something.
Yeah.
Tonight with Mariah May.
Yep.
Mariah May, man.
Shout out to Mariah May. She made the jump. Since we here,
my God,
I think Mariah May, she played it so perfectly, bro. And her making her jump to WWE, you go over there, you run the best story that company's had, you win the championship, and you get over, and then you drop it back to Tony Storm, and probably the best women's match in that company's history.
And get a bag.
And then on the Titantron, it says the end, and you just go off in the sunset to WWE. Come on, you can't write it better. Your stock is A1 high. Like, you put on the best match in company history and you go sign with. She did it the right way. That's how you do business.
Word.
I respect it. I think Mariah May is going to come to NXT, and JC Jane winning the title makes more sense now.
Cause she about to lose it.
Yeah.
Mariah May getting that up off of clean.
Yeah. So, hey, it's Mariah May. I salute you. Your stock is super high. You go to WWE where you want to go. Hey, that's great moves from Mariah May. Salute. Willow, Nightingale got the bag.
Swag.
Because I know, yeah, man. Yo,
I still need money.
They said when Jade was about to leave AEW, like, Jade came back with a price for Tony. So, like, you got to match this. And Tony was like, word, matched it. And Jade still dipped. I'm like,
she probably hit them with the she duped them. She was like, yo, y'all got to match this number. And then went back to the WWE like, yo, look, these are the numbers they offer me for real. And then just took that number. But Mariah May, like, and the type of match that she had too, like as the send off with all the blood and everything like that, and like going crazy. Tony Khan definitely was sitting there like, nah, she's coming back. She ain't leaving. She was like, the WWE don't want women doing things like that. He was 100% confident he was keeping Mariah May on that roster.
Little does he know, they saved Mariah May for the first ever women's first blood match. Swag.
Yo, that'd be some wild.
Cody Rhodes is definitely going to figure out a way to get in that match.
For
Start
sure.
bleeding.
Ric Flair, too.
Y'all doing this without me?
Sandman's the referee.
That's a wild match. Yo, and the same thing with Stephanie Vaquer. Like she had her match, and that match with Mercedes and dipped right out. When the stock is high, you dip out.
Oh man.
Hey, and let me tell you, I didn't want to be that guy. I know my name's Manny. It's very easy for me to be a misogynist, but I'm not. But I was not looking forward to the Women's Evolution PLE coming back, and now I'm all the way back. All the way back. Like, look at the names that the WWE has right now on their women's roster. There's some names there. Mariah May was the cherry on top.
And they called up all the heat. They left NXT drained, boy. They called they just came. They called up Julia Roxanne, Stephanie Vaquer, and who was it? And Jordan Grace. I'm like, bro, didn't they just pull up like 3 months ago? Don't matter. We need y'all right now. Pull up. I like it.
I know Shawn Michaels tight, but he just an effort.
You're like, yo, bro, we got to take these 4, but we'll give you Mariah May.
And NXT also, they released talent as well, like Cora Jade and a couple other names.
Jakara Jackson.
Yeah. Wait, which one's Jakara Jackson?
No,
my fault. I was completely bugging out. I love Jakara Jackson.
Just gotta say Banks.
But, yeah, I don't know why. Literally, Banks's name like popped in my head, and I was like, "Oh yeah." But Mariah May, like, these things are gonna happen. We're gonna lose some names that we're like, "Damn, oh man, they should have kept them," and then get a Penta.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You lose Braun Strowman, you get Penta. You lose Cora Jade, you get Mariah May. You know,
I'll take that.
You can't have it all.
You can't, man. Shouts to Mariah May. Shouts to R-Truth. Shouts to Slim Jim.
You need money.
Yo, speaking of, real quick, did y'all see Trick Williams and Lash bought a crib together? Salute. You feel me? I just want to salute to y'all on your first home purchase.
Oh, he locked in.
Wait,
yeah, man.
Wait, hold on. I thought they were just dating.
Yeah, they are, but they bought a crib.
They locked in.
You know what that is?
That's pre-marriage. That's engagement.
It's a red flag.
See, I knew somebody gonna keep it real this episode.
That is a red flag, my friend.
I wouldn't do it, but I'm just shouting out to them. You feel me?
Nah,
I'm not no way we married. You tripping?
Now, if they've rented a crib and then they just made it seem like they bought it, my fault. I got to put the red flag back. But if they rented a crib and made it seem like, you know, they bought a crib, that's one thing. But fam, I'm not. You gotta release Trick Williams if this is what he's doing, and if this is the type of decision making skills the talent on my team is doing, y'all gotta go to AEW or something. We can't have people making these decisions as the champ. I'm sorry.
What's wrong with that?
Buying a crib with your girl? Nah, fam.
Man, your territory would be horrible if that was the case. Man, people off these decisions.
I cannot have someone who thinks that it's okay to buy a crib with their boyfriend or girlfriend.
Man, wasn't Seth Rollins dating a Nazi?
I still need money.
Oh, so
So
It's
yeah,
okay. It's okay when Kanye does it, but when Seth is doing it,
but yeah, Seth would have been going off Manny territory.
oh, 100%.
I got me a good Seth Rollins, knees in shape.
I would have had the most dweeb wrestling promotion of all time. I don't got no Roman. I don't got no Seth. I don't got Brock.
Wasn't Saraya dating nowhere too?
She was.
A few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, she made bad
See,
choice.
we got messy. We got hold on. Let me get the flag back up.
Yeah, we went crazy just now.
Now we going crazy. We going crazy right now. Now we're gossiping. We're being chatty patties.
You went crazy. I remember that. I remember when Seth was dating Shorty. He went crazy on the gram one day.
He thought she was Indian or something, you know? He didn't know that's what the swastika stood for.
Salute. Hey man, MVP spoke about Triple H. Said I'm not rocking with him.
He said he
spoke on him again because I know he spoke about it before.
Yeah.
He basically every time they brought up Triple H, he was like, "No, I'm not rocking with him." Blah blah blah. He didn't really speak on it until now, but he was saying like, "Yo, how can you have somebody like Bobby Lashley, a main event caliber person, and they in the mid card, and you just reduce him to the mid card?" I was like, "All right, I feel you, but right now Bobby Lashley a tag champ in the mid card champ. So what are we?"
Nah, we not doing that.
What are we talking about?
I guess
he is, but
let me get the red flag out since Cody don't want to be honest. Hold on.
Bobby Lashley in the mid card, bro.
He is, but this is a whole new company he in. You just can't put him in the main event off rip.
Why not? I've seen Tony Khan do it plenty of times.
Cool.
Adam Cole,
Edge,
Moxley. Now Moxley.
And how did that turn out for these guys?
Jericho.
Yeah, but they're white.
He said Jericho. All right.
Yo, he got Jericho making.
Jericho was the first AEW champ.
Rightfully so. He should have been.
At the time, yes. At the time, 100%. It was always, Cody, Jericho at that time as the most important people in that company. And Kenny Omega.
I get it. I get what you're saying. I'm just trying to pose a different perspective because I know how y'all going.
Yeah. But it's also like, yo, I'm tired of all these wrestlers thinking that the 50-year-olds are like the main event people. And that's the whole reason why we have a bunch of 45-year-olds in main event, situations right now.
And I think MVP chose his words wrong. Like, you can't stay in the main event picture forever. Like
20 years.
Yeah, you gotta. He had a run. He 2-time WWE champion. He cool. Phase him down a little bit. They had him working with the Street Profits and everything like that. That was cool, but they ain't do. Now that's where his argument should have came in at. Like, fam, y'all ain't do nothing with us right here when we got this going on. But to say Lashley should have just been in the main event the whole time, like, all right, bro, nobody's in the main event all the time, OG. Like, come on, bro.
That would have been a good gimmick with the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley. If they would have just unked them down to death, and then Bobby Lashley had to like turn up to show that he still got it.
Or because he's super yoked.
Super top diesel. He tried to show them the power of the old man strength. Meanwhile, Bobby Lashley's like 5 years older than him.
How old is Bobby? Bobby Lashley got to be 50, right?
Yeah, he got to be.
Let me see.
Robert Lashley.
Roberto.
He's 48.
Clemente.
Oh, wow. Bobby Lashley and my parents are the same exact age.
July 16th. Yeah, I'm pretty close, man. Shouts to Bob Lash, man.
Bobby Lashley could be Manny father.
Yeah, legit.
Super cock diesel.
For real.
Shouts to Bobby Lashley. Shouts to Fat Joe.
Yeah.
Yo, side note, have y'all seen Fat Joe and Jadakiss podcast recently?
I just watched the snippets. I was crying at the Justin Bieber story that he told. That was hilarious.
Bro, I'm telling you, gotta watch it, bro. He
Yeah.
was talking to Jada because he was like, yo, Jada, I don't know you. I be seeing you do pull-ups. Like, I don't even know how you do that. Like, is it genetics? Or is your pop super cock diesel? I don't even know how you doing all that.
You see the clip where he said, I'm like Tyson Fury. I look like Tyson Fury.
Yo, if y'all want to know what like my family outings are like, it's that podcast. By the way, like I have 17 Fat Joes in my family. My uncle literally started I no joke. My uncle was one of the founding members of Terror Squad. Like, so every time I listen to that pod, if you don't want to believe me, you don't have to. But true story.
Gotta get your uncle on the pod, man.
Bro, I told him this year, like in 2017, 18.
He don't want to tell his story?
Nah, the stories that he was telling, I was like, fam, I don't think that can be recorded and put out. I don't know. So I just opted out of just not having him on at all.
Yeah. Shouts to your uncle, Sunshine.
No. Tony Sunshine. Tony Sunshine tried to sell him turtles in the projects a couple years ago. True story.
Shouts to Tony Sunshine, man.
Shout
I
out.
still need money.
Man, look, we still have Money in the Bank predictions. I don't know if we have any main news topics before we gonna get into this week in wrestling. Just a little bit. We ain't gonna stay too long on that. But we have any other news topics to get into?
Let me tell you, Money in the Bank snuck up on me. I did not know it was this Saturday.
Bro.
Yo.
Everything's,
Hey.
I was about to say everything's sneaking up on me.
Hey, yo.
Hell no.
That 48-year-old grandma's about to pull up on you.
I still need money.
So she was 52.
Oh, my fault.
Yo, shout out to Vince. Shout out to Vince McMahon. 14th and his company. He's starting that up. I do want to mention that. And I also want to say, John Laurinaitis, you're a rat. You're weak. You're not a man.
I'm not going to hold you. If you are doing something with your mans and he doodles on somebody.
Nah, son. Wait. No.
And you let it happen and keep going, there should be no way out of that. You have to go down with the ship. There is no I'll say yes to whatever you guys need me to say. Just let me get out of this one. No, there's no people power.
Cause here it is. Like there's no people power. That was a good one. But he started off like he was like, yeah, this is wrong, whatever. And then he was on Vince's side. And then he switches back.
It wasn't even, it was, I didn't do it to, yo, we were wilding to, we really weren't wilding. They wanted, like, it was all consensual, whatever, blah, 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 to, he did it. It was him.
It was him with the doodle, not me.
Like,
John Laurinaitis, you're a piece of garbage, man.
I need y'all to understand, like the criminal justice system. If this is like allowed, it is. I'm not gonna say it's completely flawed because of course it is. But the fact that, like, what is going on anymore, and also it doesn't even matter. If I'm Vince, just say guilty. Trump pardons him. Nothing matters anyway because of course, like it's all BS. Like.
They're not going to jail. I think it's just for some bread, right? I think it's a civil case.
Oh, it was for all everybody involved, not the victims, obviously, but everybody involved in this is the most stupidest person. Vince telling the woman, yo, fam, I know I was gonna give you 2 M's. Here's 150K. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. No, like,
yo. And that's the craziest thing about this whole thing, bro. If Vince just paid the bread, Vince will still be in charge of his company.
And he didn't even pay he paid the bread with the company account. Like,
all right, can I be real? I don't see what the issue with that is if it's my like nigga, this is my company. I can't pay for pussy with this?
no, but the problem is
What's the issue?
the problem is if you agree you're gonna pay someone out
This nigga gave it
and
up.
you're like, yo, I'm gonna pay you out, don't talk about nothing. And then the day comes when you gotta pay and you go, I know I told you 2 M's, but here's $150,000, go yourself. And I'm putting it on the company. What are we doing? What?
It was 3 million, and he stopped the other 2 because the story about them leaked out, and he like, you the only one to know about it, so I'm not giving you.
But I thought it leaked
What's wrong
out.
with that?
No,
You
but
know
I thought it leaked out because he missed a payment or something.
It leaked because she told the board.
Yeah, but
the board leaked it.
But I thought I could have sworn like when
was
the
he
story.
haggling with the bread?
Yeah, I thought this.
Which my bad. I'm
So
sorry.
I said, was he haggling with the bread? Like he was. It was supposed to be 3. I think he gave her 1, right?
He gave her 1.
Mhm.
And she didn't get the other 2, and she was like, "Yo, what's up?" But I thought he was haggling with the bread. That's why she took it to.
Yeah, and then I thought that the WWE found out about it because not because of her, but because when the TKO thing happened, there was like accounting that was being done, and they were like, "Where is this money going to?" I thought that's how the WWE found out.
Let me see.
Yo,
Yeah,
I'm looking it up.
yeah.
So,
Come back to us and let us know if you found it, then you can go ahead and say it now.
So here's the timeline according to Brandon Thurston, the nerdy that be following all this stuff.
Shout out to Brandon.
Shout out, Brandon. January 28th, 2022, Janelle Grant signs an NDA releasing Vince McMahon and WWE from liability and agreeing not to disclose information about their relationship.
That's January 22.
January 2028. The agreement says Vince will pay her $1 million within 10 days of the agreement and $500,000 on February 1st of each year, beginning in 2023 through 2026. On March 30th, 2022, just 2 months later, the WWE Board of Directors received an anonymous email from a person who says they are a friend of a former WWE paralegal, Janelle Grant, disclosing the $3 million NDA. So after that went to the board, Vince like, I'm not giving you no more money. You already talked about it.
you blew up the spot.
You blew up the spot. On April 15th, WWE Board of Directors holds a special meeting discussing allegations against Vince. May, Vince stepped down, and Stephanie McMahon announced she's Stephanie McMahon announced she's taking a leave of absence. And Nick Khan takes over, I think.
But then didn't Vince like come back again, and then like he took Stephanie's spot and Nick Khan's spot?
That was like Christmas. Like, so after he realized, like, nah, this is my shit. Like it took him like 6 months to be like, nah, this is my shit. I'm coming back to work.
He literally was like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna step away. You know, remember he came out, did the skip to the ring, was like, all right, y'all. And then he was chilling in the crib, and I think he was just sitting in the couch, like, wait a minute.
Wait, I own all this.
This is my company.
I'm going back to work.
Right.
Go to my gym.
And then yo, Stephanie and Nick Khan, they high five and they're like, yo, we finally we taking over the company. Then Vince walks in and he's like, yo, why y'all in my chair?
Hey, pretty much.
What?
I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, Khan, don't you run AEW? Get out of here.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't see what the issue is, man.
Yo,
sorry. This is I paid for it with my shit, man. I'm sorry.
Fan,
Only thing that he wrong for is the doodle, man. You tweaking, but everything. Hey, KP, you can take that out if you want to. You tweaking with the dookie, but everything else, man, you paying for whatever.
Well, We gonna kick things off. There's only 4 matches, but we gonna start like this, man. We got Lyra Valkyria defending her women's intercontinental championship against Becky Lynch in a last chance match. Now, if Becky loses, she can no longer challenge for the title as long as Lyra is champion. If Lyra loses, she will be forced to raise Lynch's hand and acknowledge Becky as the better woman. Now, who do you have winning this match? I'll go first. Don't worry about it, fellas. You know what? I'll go first.
I'm over here sitting here trying to process the stipulations.
Yeah, me too. Because I'm like, stipulations stink.
I got CTEs just trying to figure it out.
I gotta raise your hand.
Gotta acknowledge I'm better than you.
I'm better than you. Remember when Mickey Fax used to say that? I'm better than you. Haven't heard nothing from Mickey Fax in over 15 years, man. Man, you know who Mickey Fax is?
I do. He had a song that I thought was really good, and in the song, never mind, that was not Mickey Fax.
You know, I went to high school with a girl who said Mickey Fax was her like cousin or something like that, and I was like, "Word, I'll rap." And she was like, "Oh yeah, well spit something." And I rapped a Mickey Fax verse, and she was like, "That shit stink." I was like, "Well, that's your cousin."
Yeah.
She was like, "Them bars is whack."
Can that be the promo clip for this week?
Yeah, 100%.
I still need money.
Still. Anyways,
I don't got a single Mickey Fax song on my phone. That's unfortunate. Sorry.
Niggas can't forget it.
I got Becky.
I'm gonna go with Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I got Becky Lynch as well, man.
Can I say something before we move forward though?
Sure.
I like that it's the Money in the Bank is presented by Cash App. That's good marketing right there. All right. I like when marketing is done right. Now if the Cash App logo was somehow on the Money in the Bank briefcase for the remainder of it being a thing, I'd love it even more.
Now we cooking with gas.
I still need money.
Like, imagine there was like a QR code on it, and every time you scan it, you get entered to win Money in the Bank, and then randomly Cash App sends people $5 that sign up for it.
Swag.
That's called marketing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, I did give them a really good idea, but we all agree Becky Lynch is gonna win that match.
Yeah, we all got Becky, man.
We all got Becky Lynch, man. Next match, we have tag team match John Cena and Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. The Code Man and the Yeet Man connect. All right, I got Cody and Jay picking up the W for this one.
I got Cena and Logan.
I have to agree with Cody on this one. Cody and Jay. I think they win. I think they pin Logan. And yeah.
I think Cody pins Logan. I think. See, this match, I'm not a. How do you guys feel about this match? Like, I'm not a big fan of this match. I don't like it.
Neither do I really. I think Cena pins Cody again.
Well, listen. There's three people in this match who cannot get pinned. And they're all,
to me, it's two.
No, there's three
the champions that can't get pinned.
And Cody.
It's fair game, brother. You don't have a championship no more, man.
It's Cody first match back.
Exactly. Thank you. Like you can't pin him on his first match back. Unless it's like some dastardly Logan Paul brass knuckles type of situation. Yeah,
Bro,
you
John
can't pick
Cena
those.
been kicking people in the nuts for 3 months. Logan Paul been cheating to win for 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. That's it. The only situation you're pinning Cody is if it's some dastardly heel work
Yeah.
with foreign objects. But the only person getting pinned in this match that I see right there is Logan.
Logando.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Cena Logan, man. The white boys.
I bet, man. Moving on. Let's talk about the women's Money in the Bank. We had
Ooh-wee.
Stephanie Vaquer, Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Julia.
Fine shit in the bank.
Man, I think this is going to be the best match on the card.
Mm-hmm.
This is a dope lineup, man.
I think I got I'm leaning Alexa Bliss or Roxanne.
Y'all want to do 2 picks each?
Light horse and a dark horse.
Yeah. We'll bring back the classic.
Look at y'all.
Yeah.
My light horse is Alexa Bliss, and my dark horse is Roxanne. Matter of fact, yeah, I guess Roxanne. Don't even matter if my dark horse is for real. My light horse is Alexa Bliss, though.
Cody?
I got Naomi winning. Look, I got if Naomi don't win, I don't know what to tell you. But I'll pick Naomi, and I'll pick Roxanne.
Well, oh my god, I can't. I'm drawing a blank. What's her name? Top left.
Stephanie.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why I couldn't figure out her name. I think I want to go with Stephanie and Gulia.
You definitely ain't getting this match right.
Name again?
What's wrong with Julia Gulia?
I like Julia Goulier, to be honest with you. Yo, speaking of, did I tell y'all I thought about a way to get all right, hear me out.
Oh shit.
Some Ed and Eddie scheme about to happen.
We said we'll bring up, if we got anything to bring up this week in wrestling, bring it up. I want to bring up this. Roxanne, Triple H, you got the chance to do one of the hottest things in wrestling right now, and it's to make Dom he's already over, but to make him just one of the most over, coolest, Casanova, slick, the LL cool Dom. You feel me? Ladies love Dom. You got to do this. You feel me? Right now, Finn, 1, is a loser. 2, he's trying to cause dissension and ripples in the Judgment Day, bringing Roxanne through to make Liv jealous and all that. You feel me? Trying to sway Dom with the nuggets and all that. You seen when Roxanne pulled up and Liv came back, Finn was cheesing in the back, smiling, because he think he doing something. Let me point this out. Finn is one of the last original members of the Judgment Day. Damian Priest gone, Rhea's gone, Edge been gone. Finn, you the last one standing. Carlito got fired. Buddy, you're on your way out. You know what I'm saying? Triple H, you have to have Roxanne turn on Finn, and Judgment Day ends right there. Now, ain't no more Judgment Day. It's Dom. It's Roxanne, who is now Dom's girl. Liv and Shorty is now sharing Dom. These are my girls, and Dom is their man. You feel me? And we got it. I don't know what we could call them, Dom's Angels or something. I don't know. where they just help him keep his Intercontinental Championship, and he helps them keep their Roxanne and Raquel. They could win the tag team chips, and Liv could chase the women's joint. You feel me? And together they could hold all the gold.
But they already tag team champions.
No, I'm talking about Roxanne and Raquel. You feel me? Liv could drop it. You feel me? Or give it to her, whatever it is. You feel? Or they could freebird it, do the New Day thing. But yeah, Triple H, you could do something real cool.
Yo, Eve just
Dom
wants
is already
Dom to
known.
get.
He's already been doing that. You feel me? He got Rhea. He got Liv. You seen them kissing? They were smooching at the Netflix joint.
He got his wife.
You feel me? Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
You forgot his actual queen.
Yo, Dom's wife, Shorty, praying for you. You feel me? You're a strong woman. You feel me? But Triple H, you got the opportunity to do something cool. If it was me, that's what I would have done. I would have made Dom's Angels. You feel me? Y'all out here, y'all working on my behalf.
Yo, Vince is about to sign you to a crazy deal, fam.
At 14 and I.
Yeah, it's gonna be 14 and Eve.
Holla at me, Vince. Keep the dookie to yourself.
How do you think you're gonna get paid?
The dookie?
He got a doodle on you before he sends the check. That's how it works.
Hell no.
You don't want the doodle, bro? I ain't gonna hold you.
Yo.
No, I'm dead serious.
Hell no, I ain't getting get doodled on for the
$3
break.
million?
Nah,
let's keep moving, bro. By the way, it's been a year since Finn Balor has won a singles match.
Loser.
Today, it's a year ago today was the last time he won a singles match.
What a
know his contract.
I hope you know how to speak AEW, buddy.
Yo, who we got for? Let's just finish it off. Who we got again? I have Naomi and Roxanne.
I got Bliss and Roxanne.
And I got Stephanie and Julia Gulia.
Nice.
With that being said, let's get to the men's Money in the Bank, man. We have LA Knight, Penta, Andrade, Solo, Sikoa, Seth Rollins, and El Grande Americano. And since this comes up, El Grande Americano defeated CM Punk and AJ Styles in the main event of Monday Night Raw. And I thought that was blasphemous. He's 7-0.
Yeah, undefeated. He didn't lose at Mania?
Nah, he beat Ray Phoenix.
Oh yeah, because didn't he like try to mess with his mask or something?
Yeah, he put the steel, whatever.
Yes. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Man, Chad Gable put on that mask and become Prime John Cena.
Word, Rey Mysterio.
Fam, I'm not even gonna hold you. Maybe I'm just retarded, but the internet keeps calling this gimmick racist. I don't see how it's racist. I think the whole point of the gimmick is irony. Like them acknowledging that he comes from the Gulf of America. It's not racist. It's not even pushing agendas. It's just being corny and stupid because the whole idea of the gimmick is supposed to be corny and stupid. If I'm wrong, explain to me in detail how I'm wrong. Not you guys, but I'm saying, people listening. I do not see how this Grande Americana gimmick is like problematic. I think it's just stupid and silly.
Yeah, I don't see how it's problematic either.
Yeah, people in too deep.
Yeah,
thinking too hard.
I do love that we get 2 picks per match for Money in the Bank though, because one of these two is 100% gonna win. Seth Rollins and Solo Sikoa. Guaranteed.
Not mad at that.
LA Knight won the Money in the Bank before, right? Oh no.
No,
No.
he should have.
I wanted to say yeah so bad.
Yeah, there was a point he should. I think it was like 2 years ago. He should have won Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or he could have won. Wasn't he in the Money in the Bank when it was like at the WWE headquarters?
Hell no, I don't think so. Hell no.
The one I'm trying to think. Whichever one is the one that the fat dude won.
He was still at NXT at that time.
Yeah.
That was when he was the $1 million man champion, whatever it is.
Yes. I forgot about that.
That nigga was Eli Drake then. That shit seemed so foreign, so long ago, son.
Eli Drake. That shit don't even sound right.
No, it sounds like a fake LA Knight. LA Knight, Eli Drake. I feel absolutely stupid saying both of those things out loud. But who do you guys have winning?
Okay. Light Horse, Seth Rollins. Dark Horse. I want to say LA Knight. But I also Grande Americano can't win this.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
In the back of my mind, there's just a like, and I don't know. In the back of my mind, it's just something saying, he could win though.
Yeah, crazy.
I mean, they got him pulling double duty. Don't they got Worlds Collide that day as well?
Mm-hmm.
I know he's pulling double duty. Stephanie Vaquer is pulling double duty.
Worlds Collide's the same day?
Yep.
Where is it?
It's
in California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worlds Collide is at the Forum.
Oh, that's right across the street.
Money in the Bank is at Intuit, so they're like 2-3 blocks away.
Yeah. Fun fact: James Dolan owned the Forum, and then sold it to Steve Ballmer, the owner of the Clippers, for $4 billion. Yeah, and that's the only way the Clippers were able to get their own stadium. He said, if you want to build your own stadium and not be at the Staples Center anymore, you have to pay me $4 billion cash for the Forum. Nobody really goes to anymore because the Staples Center is a better arena. Little fun fact.
Shout out to Manny.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I had fun.
Man, I'm gonna have to. I got Seth. I have Seth winning. I really have Seth winning.
Mm-hmm.
It all plays in part to where we all think this is headed for Seth and his crew on Monday nights.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing that holds me back is Seth doesn't need Money in the Bank to accomplish that.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? I think someone that needs it is LA Knight.
Yeah.
I think Solo needs it more than LA Knight needs it.
I think it will be a waste if it goes to Seth. I halfway feel that. It will be a waste if it goes to Solo because he's not going to cash in on nothing main.
No, what if he's still beefing with his brother?
Who? Jay?
Yeah.
Man, Solo ain't taking that championship off Jay.
Don't give him any idea.
We running the bloodline back. We running it back. Remember, Paul Heyman said we still on what he say? Chapter 1.
We in the 5th inning.
We in the 5th inning. Welcome to inning number 5, bottom of the 5th.
Bro, it's been 5 years, man. When this game gonna be over?
Extra innings.
Game.
Penta don't need it.
He don't. Andrade. No, it would be cool if he had it, but
man, you got a better chance of winning Money in the Bank, Andrade.
Grande Americana got a better chance of being Mexican than Andrade winning this Money in the Bank.
Yeah, man. It's either Seth or LA Knight, man.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna make LA Knight my light horse and Seth my dark horse.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's gotta be one of them.
Very random. But hearing Eli Drake, I don't know how, but it reminded me that James Storm was on NXT for like 2 weeks and then never pulled back up.
He's on there for a sip of coffee. I wish James Storm pulled up too, man.
Some beer money.
Shouts to the Cowboy, man.
Real talk.
You might be the first person to reference James Storm and Tismalla in the same sentence.
Shouts to the Cowboy, bro.
Legend.
Mala.
Okay, man. There was something else I had to say, but I completely forgot because my memory is completely terrible.
That's on me. That's my fault.
Oh, I was gonna say, yo, what if Seth Rollins wins, tries to cash in on Jay, but CM Punk comes out and squashes all that?
The only thing getting squashed is him by the giant Samoan.
Oh yeah,
Or
and
whatever he is.
And they made the match Jay versus Gunther on Monday for the title. So I don't know if the winner plays into this. To that,
We know who's winning that. Come on. You think Gunther? You think Jay just needed one time to beat Gunther and that was it?
My thing is, didn't they just say Gunther is headed towards Goldberg for SummerSlam?
Yeah.
How do we even connect those dots?
By losing to Jay.
Tapping out again.
That's my thing. I'm like, bro, how do we go from Jay Uso to Goldberg?
Word.
Wait, is that an upgrade or a downgrade?
I don't want to say whether it's an upgrade or downgrade. I just want to know how we get from point A to point B.
I just told you, by losing a J and then just showing up on one. That's all you got to do to get from point A to point B. Point B is just moving one foot in front of the other.
He lose, show up the next week, get on the mic, start talking crazy.
Yeah. And then you hear the drums and the horns.
Yo, you heard the report about Triple H not being a big fan of Money in the Bank?
As a concept.
Yeah. I was like, bro, have y'all seen how he booked Austin Theory's Money in the Bank? Like that could have told you everything you needed to know.
Or
and then they started going into his career. Like he's never been in the Money in the Bank, never got cashed in on, never. Like, bro, Triple H quads are so weak, bro. You want to be there.
Imagine watching Triple H run to the ring.
I can't even imagine Triple H climbing a ladder to reach for a title, bro.
Yeah.
What is that?
No, he did it against The Rock for the IC title.
Yeah, when he was 12, when he was young.
When he was Dominican. He just had it.
Yeah.
Fun fact: he had a dislocated kneecap in that match too.
Look at that. You think he wanted? He just personally does not like the idea of the Money in the Bank because he knows his body will get destroyed.
My son legs got the weakest legs in the biz.
Word.
Shouts to Triple H, man.
There you have it.
KP, do you want to slander Montez Ford before we get up out of here?
That broke.
I still need money.
Yo, when are we getting these fake watches that he keeps promising us?
Oh, the DH Gate Rollies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is a perfect
I thought y'all didn't want them.
Huh?
I thought y'all said y'all doing.
Nah, I want to wear it for episode 400.
I gotta tell. I don't know if I can get it here in 2 weeks. I'm gonna hit my China Connect. Feel me?
Who? China Mac?
Nah, my son Zhao Peng.
Isn't that the bad guy from Rush Hour 3?
Nah, that's Juntao.
Ricky Tang? Oh.
Wait, so who's Juntao's the blonde Asian shooter in Rush Hour 1.
Yo, I saw I was listening to this like pod, and they were talking about Rush Hour, like the series,
Mhm.
and they were like, Rush Hour makes no sense because they're both detectives, but they're the worst detectives of all time. Like all they do is run up to somebody, say a name, and get all the info that they need from whoever they run up to. Like nobody ever tells them, no. Even though the one French Asian dude, remember where the nun had to like be the translator?
Yeah.
He's the only person that gave pushback on the name. He was like, no.
Shouts to Rush Hour 3.
We should do a Rush Hour watch on
There you go.
the Patreon.
It was horrible.
Well, Rush Hour 3?
I love Rush Hour 3. I'm not gonna hold you.
I love all of them. Now, Rush Hour 3 is probably my least favorite, but Rush Hour...
When they get into the cab and the nigga starts talking shit about America and the NBA and Kobe Bryant and everything like that, classic scene.
He put a gun to himself and talking about Kobe.
At the end of the movie with all the bloopers, he looks at Jackie Chan. He's like, after everything we've been through, Rush Hour 1, Rush Hour 2, that shit was funny.
Kobe ain't laughing.
I hate ya.
I still need money.
I love that drop so much.
Speaking of which, subscribe to our Patreon. Eve,
yeah, man.
hit the
Patreon.
damn button.
I still need money.
Patreon.com/Black and House Table. You know what it is, man. Run that out. Spend the 5 to 10 to 20, whatever you see fit. YouTube.com/Black and House Table. Go sub. Turn the notifications on. All that good jazz. I think that's it, man. The shirts are still available. Shouts to SeatGeek. You feel me? If you have been using it, we appreciate you. If you plan on going to a show, WWE show, you plan on going to Money in the Bank, Worlds Collide, SummerSlam, Evolution,
Best of both worlds.
Yeah, best of both worlds, AEW,
Best of both
whatever it is. Isn't that the AEW show? Best of both worlds?
Nah, that's an album from your favorite singer.
That's R. Kelly and Jay-Z album.
Oh, word? I
Hey,
thought that was the AEW show. I was like, oh my, they got something new? Oh, all right.
Another fun fact: that was my first concert. R. Kelly was late. Show didn't start till like 10:30. I had to go to school the next day.
It's because they were trying to figure out how to
Why wait till after? Come on, bust it out.
take that out.
Man.
When I say hard, I mean really hard.
Yeah. Yo, did y'all see that TikTok about R. Kelly singing about cheeseburgers?
Nah.
Your algorithm is.
Yeah. Wait, Eve, have you ever gotten on your algorithm the R. Kelly singing about his life for 45 minutes straight?
Nah, that's your algorithm. Matter of fact, R. Kelly personally FaceTimed you to sing.
Nah. So this was way before. This was like from like 12 or 15 years ago. And R. Kelly was on GQ. And he sang for 45 minutes straight his entire life story. And it is the weirdest thing of all time. And don't check it out, but just know
don't check it out.
Yeah.
Manny wants y'all to check that out, man. Go ahead.
No, don't. I'm just saying. It was relevant in the moment.
I forgot what else I was going. Yeah, SeatGeek, go run that code up, man. BATPOD, $20 off your order. I think we just covered everything, man.
Yes, sir.
I think we got everything. Will we be here for a post show on Money in the Bank? No, it's my pop's birthday this weekend. I mean, y'all can run it if you want to. Y'all can, you feel me?
And y'all
can do your thug thizzle.
I got sad plans on Saturday, so I can't, unfortunately.
Then you and Tismalla about to rip through snack wraps.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to White Castle.
Yeah.
No, that White I'll never, bro. I should have never listened to you because I woke up at 5 a.m. sweating and in pain.
So that supreme acid reflux.
And yeah, but I had to take 2 Peptos and help me go to sleep. But yo, White Castle sponsor. We'll get a crave case for the post show on Saturday, right, Cody?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yo, let's do a White Cat. Yo, for Clash at the Castle, let's do a White Castle watch along. Yeah,
You're cooking.
you feel me?
But yo, once again, right before we started this pod, I told Cody, Pusha T,
here we go,
is a dweeb, 100% dweeb.
Here we go.
Yo, Corey, if you listening, can you get us Stunner Sandy? I'm just kidding. I'm just joshing. But
I still need money.
Yo, this rollout, Cody. Look, I'm a Pusha T fan. I'm probably one of the biggest Pusha T fans around. Because when I was in DR playing baseball, that's around the time when Pusha T had his resurrection as a solo artist. You know, with good music and everything. Alone in Vegas.
Yes.
The Tyler the Creator collab, Trouble on My Mind. I was sitting there, I'm like, damn, this is hard. Then all his good music verses were God tier time. Like Don't Like. Even though Jadakiss had a hilarious verse, in my opinion, on that. I sold perp. So, but Pusha T, one of my favorite artists ever. Then he has a much awaited Clips album ready to drop. He's been teasing it for years now. And finally this week, the album rollout process has started. And it has been, what's today? It's Tuesday night.
Yes.
It has been 48 hours of Pusha T talking about Drake and about this album process.
That's a lie. You're lying to you're lying to the people right now. But it's cool. Continue.
The only person lying to the people is Terrence P. Because, fam, the things that he's saying Drake is allegedly doing don't even make sense when you think about it. And he's straight up just lying. Like the timelines don't even make sense. But why am I lying, Cody? Let's hash this out.
You're lying. Because he did an interview
with GQ, I think.
And he answered questions.
But
you're saying it like he just keep talking about Drake, like he tweeting or something, just going off about Drake. He did an interview and some things came out. But obviously they're gonna ask him about Drake, obviously. You know. So yeah, they asked him about it, and it's just now I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So let me know. All right. When you hear this, just let me know if it sounds like it makes sense. It's my fault. I was looking for the timeline of Pusha T events, and I saw a video of Bernice Burgos.
Yeah, I completely understand. Yeah,
I still need money.
All right. So Pusha T said that this album has been finished for a year. Do you believe that?
Yeah.
All right. 2 weeks ago, Pusha T said he's not going to drop the album until he gets a verse. And he's waiting for a specific verse.
Yeah.
So was the album finished? Or was he waiting for a verse?
The album could be done and you're still waiting for a verse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all right. Pusha T said that the reason why the album didn't drop a year ago is because he had a verse from Kendrick. All right. He had a verse from Kendrick, and they wanted him to censor the verse or remove parts of the verse that from Kendrick's verse. And until he did it, they weren't going to release the album. Do you believe that? After a summer of beef between the two biggest artists, UMG blanched at the antagonistic optics of two of Drake's biggest enemies, Lincoln on Wax. Def Jam eventually agreed to release the clips and drop Pusha T as a solo artist, freeing the duo up to shop a new home with the Clips album. Do you think that Def Jam last year was going, we don't like the optics of two of Drake's ops on the same record? Do you think that makes sense 1 year ago?
When was this the lawsuit filed?
January of this year.
See, that's okay. That's why I think it's more to that. I don't think it's just that. So it has to be something more.
Yeah, exactly.
But if it's not, I think, how do you get this information and not look at your boy as, lesser than? Like, your boy is like, we could have got a Clips and Kendrick. Well, I think now we're gonna get it.
Yeah, it's confirmed that it's definitely dropping.
But your boy almost stopped us from getting Clips and Kendrick because of his shenanigans.
I think it's possible they stopped it from, because it's like, all right, bro, he already, you feel me? He got knocked out. You trying to OD now?
But that doesn't make sense because
he makes us mad bread. Why, you feel me?
All right, but think about it this way: the two Metro Boomin albums that had everybody coming at Drake, both UMG albums, they were both under Universal. Everything Kendrick has done, all under Universal. So why would they go, nah, we don't want, because this song was also previewed last year as well at the Louis Vuitton show. That was the song that was playing that Hove was bopping his head to and everything. That's the Kendrick song.
Okay.
So it doesn't make sense. Like that Pusha T is like, is the Kendrick verse is so raw that UMG was like, nah, y'all can't drop that. That's too much.
I could see people or somebody at UMG being like, yo, chill. Or somebody making a boss call. I don't put that past them.
What Kendrick features have we gotten since this all popped off? I know he was on SZA's joint.
Yeah,
they did that. That came after.
He didn't really do features because remember he did the GNX.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to see. It's just like the joint with SZA. They let that, like, you know what I'm saying, he ain't gonna be on there popping his joint, popping his shit like that. But you got Kendrick and Clips together. It's like,
and it does that. Like, hold on. We also forgot that Kendrick did the whole Super Bowl, which was a whole middle, like it was a victory lap around Drake. So why would UMG go the Kendrick Pusha T song too much? The Super Bowl in February of this year after the lawsuit already happened?
See,
because there's one thing that we haven't heard what they said.
But people have heard, and like I think his name's Rob Markman. What's the guy from Genius, the Rap Genius guy?
It's Markman.
Is Markman? He said that he's not even dissing Drake. He's just like talking his shit about being like the best rapper or whatever.
Who, Kendrick?
Yeah, Kendrick. And Pusha T says that he doesn't even feel like dissing Drake because he doesn't view him as a peer anymore or like an equal or anything.
Facts, he shouldn't.
So, and the funniest part was like, if I diss him, I'll do it when I feel like it. And it's like,
facts.
Yeah, okay, like
I already got you out the paint. We cool.
But Pusha T, this whole rollout it's been very weird. Because like this is what I'm saying. Like, why would Universal be like, nah, censor these things, but we're still doing the Super Bowl that's gonna be, hey Drake, look, I won. Like, him basically getting his ring.
Because that man he obviously has some power. You know what I'm saying? He has some power, and he probably don't have that power over Kendrick because
he has it over Terrence.
He's making money, you know what I'm saying? It's just like he's making money as well, But someone like a little Pusha T, who's not a commercial act like that, and I'm gonna make sure I stop anything you try to get popping or y'all try to team up from now on. I got enough pull to say, nah, that ain't going down like that. Over Pusha, for sure. Kendrick, you probably don't have that much pull over Kendrick.
Yeah. Also, is that a win? I don't think it's a win because it's hilarious that you lost to the guy. I think we can all agree that Drake lost to Pusha T. Just because he just stopped the whole battle. Meanwhile, I guess he learned his lesson because in the Kendrick thing, he just kept going and tried to go lower, but it just didn't work out because I don't think he expected. Damn, I got to make 8 different songs in 4 weeks or whatever.
20 minutes.
Yes. So, here's another thing that Pusha T said that I thought was hilarious, and I'm sorry that we turned it into the music pod, but god damn it, wrestling kind of sucks right now. So, let's do a little hip hop.
Yeah, don't worry, we gonna get to that though.
Yeah, we're gonna get into why wrestling sucks for sure. What episode is this, by the way? 398. 2 more away.
I'll be back when y'all stop talking hip hop. We all start talking about Vibes Cartel up.
So Pusha T said this about his relationship with Kanye. And Cody, I just want to hear your thoughts on it. He said, but let me tell you something. Kanye's a genius, and his intuition is even more genius level. That's why me and him don't get along, because he sees through my fakeness with him, and he knows that I don't think he's a man. He knows it, and that's why we can't build with each other no more. That's why me and him don't click, because he knows what I really think of him. Is this how you talk about somebody who you've been pals with for 16, 17 years?
Hey, I think he's being honest.
You can't say, yo, this guy, his intuition is amazing. It only took him 17 years to realize I don't even fuck with him like that. Like, it only took him 17 years and 7 albums of the best work of my life.
Because Kanye only started getting, or like it was times during those periods where Kanye was manageable. Like he was like, you could have rocked with him, but now it's like he just went so far left. It's just like you can't. You know what I'm saying? So his perspective on him has changed. Like I understand though, but like you gotta, like, the reason why he said he sees through my fakeness is like, it's just like you at work, and you know what I'm saying? And he's your boss. That's still your boss. Like, even like if you put yourself in our shoes, like we at work or whatever, we doing something, it's just like, I don't want to, but he's like, you gotta put up a front type. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like he talking about right there.
Yeah. And I do think he was like alluding to also the political beliefs and the differences between the two. Like Pusha T was a big supporter of Hillary Clinton in 2020 and Kamala Harris in this election, which, it's kind of fun. Like when I seen Pusha T, he did like a photo op with like the police and Kamala and himself. I was like, wow, look at the guy who's definitely about to make an album about cocaine, taking all these nice little, pictures. And I don't mean like nice little, like belittling him, but, it is funny that, Pusha T is on the right side of, nah, I need reform.
Nah, man, not like that whole thing is just, it's weird to me, man. I ain't gonna lie, Manny. I thought you was gonna come with it, man.
Nah, it's just the little things where it's like, because I know he's definitely going to run around and be like, I don't even want Drake or Kanye to be a part of my rollout. But everywhere he's going to have a conversation is going to be about Drake and Kanye for at least 40% of it.
For sure. We know that.
Yeah. And I hate that because I'm like, it takes away from the album that I'm about to listen to. Because now I'm like, yo, you're just clout chasing. Because I know your album's going to have nothing to do with these people. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't even want, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Pause.
I feel you. I'm still looking forward to the album. Like, I really want to hear the album. And yo, Pharrell, redemption arc begins right now. Pharrell's redemption arc begins. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people saying he washed. But
He
guess
is.
what? Pharrell, like, and there's another. You know what? This is a wrestling show. I can't do that. I can't. I could go on and on, but you know, this is a wrestling show. Shout out to y'all that's tapped in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it at that.
To tie it into wrestling, Pharrell is definitely on his damn, what's the people that make the wrestling music right now? The CFOs?
No, we're not doing that. And I'm not telling you too, because I know exactly what you're talking about. We're not
that's the type of run he's on musically right now. Besides everything that he's done with the clips so far, like all of the snippets, they sound good. I don't like that Pusha T starts the verse with saying my diamonds are yellow like pee.
Swag.
But everything besides that, very, very good.
That was a very interesting first bar, but
yeah, that pissed me off. But Eve, I think you could come back now.
That pissed you off, huh? Man, he's a legend, man.
Like his yellow diamonds.
We out.